Okay, metabolism. So we've talked about the cell getting these nutrients and getting the things inside the cell that the cell needs, being the cell getting rid of things that it needs to get rid of. So all of this chemical reactions, so the total of chemical reactions that happen in the body or in the cell is called metabolism. You have two things that make up metabolism, which are catabolism and anabolism. These are both either breaking down or putting together in chemical reactions. Okay, and then we've already talked about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the main source of energy, and these carbohydrates are produced in plants and other things that do photosynthesis. Right, so remember, photo means light. To take a photograph, you must have light. That's why they have flashes on it. So photo means light, and synthesis means to make or manufacture. And so from light, food is manufactured. Remember, the most basic kind of food is glucose. So photosynthesis is light energy coming from the sun plus carbon dioxide, which the plant takes from the atmosphere, plus water, which the plant gets either from the ground or from the atmosphere. Then these three things are combined, and in photosynthesis, what is produced is the carbohydrates plus oxygen. So everything that we have over here is then produced over here. Is equal, the amounts, right? So plants take in the energy from the sun, the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and the water either from the atmosphere or from the ground, and produce glucose, which is sugar, carbohydrate, and oxygen. So then who then takes that stuff in? Us, animals, right? So we take this in. This is happening in the chloroplast of plants. We then breathe in the oxygen, eat the glucose, and then our mitochondria in our cells take that and turn this is chemical energy. Sugar is chemical energy. It takes the chemical energy and we transform it into usable energy. So this is going to go through a whole process that's called cellular respiration. Okay, say the respiration is C6H12, O6 plus oxygen. Okay, and then it's going to go through all of these processes. It's going to go through fermentation. It's going to go through Krebs cycle. It's going to go through all these processes, releasing ATP in different amounts at different times. ATP is energy that we can actually use. Okay. Then, as waste products, we're going to breathe out CO2, and also we're going to give off some water as a waste product to the metabolism, to the chemical reactions that are happening. And as we do that, as consumers do that, those things are released back, and then plants take those things back in, combine them again with the light energy. So in this process of metabolism, in all these chemical reactions, and there's a lot more charts that you could draw to show more steps in it, but you see the energy change. Remember, energy is never created or destroyed, and neither is matter. It just changes forms. So we see the change from light energy to chemical energy to usable energy, right? That we can actually use, okay? Then we also see it true in the matter. We see that there's carbon here, it's carbon here. Two different forms, but it's still the carbon. Carbon here. We see the hydrogens all the way through. We see the oxygen. And none of this stuff ever goes away. It's just changing forms, which is what the catabolism, the anabolism, which are making up the whole metabolism. That's what that is. It's taking that energy and that matter, transforming it in forms that can be used at different times, and converting it to other things and passing it on to the things that need it.